J-Dub is back at it here to give everyone another Walking Dead Season 2 episode review video. But before I get into that, it's very important if you're not caught up to the point where I am in rewatching or watching The Walking Dead. So pay attention to that episode title. I'll put that in the description. If that happens to be the case and you are not caught up, you find out, then I suggest that you don't watch this video any further, simply to avoid, things like spoilers. This will be The Walking Dead Season 2, Episode number 10. The title of this episode is called 18 Miles Out. This will be my review, reaction, recap of the episode, and keep in mind I've watched this episode before in addition to just watching it. I'm rewatching these to have them on YouTube for reviews, as well as the fact that they announced that the Walking Dead flagship show will be concluding after Season 11. So, wanted to do that. Randall has fully recovered from his leg injury. Rick and Shane tie him up, gag him with duct tape, and blindfold, and begin to penetrate him in the ass. No, I'm just kidding. With plans to leave him at the school 18 miles away from the farm. En route, Rick confronts Shane about what Lori has told him, including Shane's attraction to Lori and Shane's involvement with Otis's death. Shane kind of comes clean with the whole situation and says it would have been him or both of them, and Carl would have died if he wouldn't have done what he did to Otis. So Shane has a point. At the school, they find a secure building and leave Randall there with a knife. As they leave, Randall pleads to take him back and then says he has gone to school with Maggie and knows her father Herschel, suggesting he knows the farm's location. Shane prepares to kill Randall, but Rick tackles him. During the fight that follows, Rick is able to actually defeat Shane. That's a little surprising. Who angrily breaks a window that releases a horde of walkers in the building. Now Shane takes safety in a school bus actually, while Rick rescues Randall back to their vehicle. Now at the farmhouse, Lori, Maggie, and Andrea are taking care of Maggie's younger sister Beth, who is now conscious again. Maggie confides that Glenn has lost confidence because he feels their relationship made him lose focus at the shootout in the bar. Hence, Lori advises her to make Glenn man up. I hate Lori. The women eventually realize Beth has become suicidal and place her under suicide watch. Lori and Andrea argue. Andrea believes the decision to stay alive should be Beth's alone, while Lori strongly disagrees. Andrea and Lori criticize each other in the process. I wish they would just both duke it out and kill each other. That would be what I'd like with them two characters. I do like Andrea a little bit, but Lori is the most annoying bitch. One of the most annoying bitches in television history, I think. Skylar would fall on there too, but I can't stand Lori. Anyway, Andrea then proceeds to take over responsibility for Beth after convincing Maggie to take a break. She locks Beth inside the room, opens the bathroom door, and leaves Beth alone to make her own choice. She advises the pain will never subside, but you can make room for it. Beth attempts suicide by using a shard of broken mirror to cut her wrist, but Maggie and Lori manage to pry the bathroom door open in time to save Beth, who is bleeding profusely, but relatively okay. And then Andrea returns to the house to check on Beth and is confronted by a furious Maggie. Andrea reasons that she allowed Beth to explore her choices, and Beth is now more convinced than ever that suicide is not an option. Maggie condemns Andrea's actions and forbids her from ever again setting foot inside the house. Crazy stuff there. And then back to the school place 18 miles out. After contemplating leaving Shane, Rick returns to help Shane get to safety as well. They tie up and gag Randall again and fuck him in the ass, no I'm just kidding, and return him to the farm. Rick tells Shane that he will need to follow his orders to remain part of the group. And that's how the episode ends. So another thing in this episode I really liked, as they're driving to the location and as they're driving back, you see this walker just kind of wandering in the weeds, woods, whatever, it's not woods. And it kind of like, it's a symbolism of like Shane being alone. And that's used in the intro, actually, for The Walking Dead still, I believe. So, anyway, Nice episode. It really focused on Rick and Shane in this episode, and then we had to deal with Beth's shit. I can't stand Beth either, to be honest with you. She might actually be a little bit better going through the series again, but we'll see. As far as the score of this episode, I'm going to give it an 8.7 out of 10. I did like this episode. It's one of the better Rick and Shane episodes, and it obviously leads up to something bigger. So, Randall, I think they should have used Randall, because when you saw him cut himself loose, he was actually a good fighter. And in this world, it's always nice to have a lot of good fighters. He could, I think, they could, watch him for like 6 months and then begin to trust him. Obviously, things have changed with the group going from season 2 to now, but that would be my opinion. So, you've heard what I have to say. Now it's your turn. First and foremost, if you're a fan of The Walking Dead and absolutely love this TV series and it's essentially changed your life, I want you to smash that like button. If you can't stand The Walking Dead and for some reason wasted your time listening or watching this video, go ahead and smash the not like button. If you know anybody else that you think would be interested in listening or watching this, go ahead and share the video with them and let them know that they can share with other people. Don't forget to leave me a comment. I like responding to comments. It could be simple as your score of the episode, your favorite moment of the episode, your character of the episode, or anything you really want to talk about in the comment section about the episode. That would be fine. And of course, last but certainly not least, don't forget to hit that sub button, subscribe to this channel, join the team, show your damn support, and be a part of something special. And JDev will return.